So let's dive into the meat of prospects in motion. And when I combine the dialer with prospects in motion, this is where the magic happens. And I have so much important data that will help me be more effective in creating strategies and understanding what's working and what's not. So what I see here is in the last 30 days, how many leads I have scraped in terms of how many leads I have built the database with. So I have a database in the past 30 days of 4,950, 10 active industry. The top industry that my team is targeting is business services. And compared to the previous 30 days, to the previous month, it means that we have scraped a little bit less, 12% less. So if my database, if this month of December, I created a database of 100 contacts, what it means is that in previous month, in November, this database was a little bit bigger. It was 112 contacts. So what we see here is the top industry by total scrape and disposition. How do I read this data? I want to understand what my caller and my team have seen when they call business services. I know that I have a database of 2,728 contacts in this industry, 600 in art and culture, 452 contacts in construction. Then I know that I have 381 with this position, which means that I still have a lot of room for my team to call in this category, because if it doesn't have this position, it means that they haven't called that contact yet. Because every contact that they call must have a disposition. That's a setting you can set up in any dialer basically in the world. So I want to dive a little bit deeper and understand what happened with all of these leads. So from all these 381, I can see a breakdown on terms of dispositions. Dispositions, as a reminder, are the outcome of each call, and that is what's going to tell me the story of what's happening in locations and industries I'm going after. So I know that I have a lot of people that didn't answer, or 7%, 5% no answer, do not call, no answer, not qualified, not interested, call back in-house, wrong number, corporate handle, possible appointment special. So if I want to see all the ones that are in callback, I click here and it will take me automatically to all the leads that are in the category or with the disposition in contact. So I can see it here. It automatically filters business services and filters callbacks. And if I want to listen to the calls, because I'm doing some work on helping my team, I can, as a reminder, apply all the filters and play all the calls. Now let's go back to lead metrics and understand now what's happening with construction. So in construction, again, most of the leads haven't been called. So here's what I do with this information is that I don't want my team to keep scraping and building databases if they haven't called all of these leads. There's a lot of leads that they haven't called. That's why they don't have this position. So I can come here in view leads in this industry that I click. And what I would do as a manager or me as the SDR is that I will grab all of these leads and upload it to Dialer because they don't have any dispositions. And that's how we start having a little bit of better decisions or more intentional decisions. So as a summary, I can see in each industry that I'm targeting what's happening based on the dispositions connected to the dialer or the caller activity. Now I can see here top industries based on appointments, top loss industries, which means not interested or in-house. A lot of industries that have competitors. If in this case, in this month, they didn't identify any contact with competitors. And low response industries, which are no answer or wrong number. And that way I can change my priorities or figure it out if there is a different reason why maybe I have a lot of no response. And sometimes you have to rotate the phone number because it says spam likely. Sometimes it's not the right season to target this industry. So again, as I'm gathering data, I can make more educated decisions. I can see here that the top disposition is do not call, then followed by no answer, then followed by wrong number, and so on, which is normal. And here, industries that I have scraped, I can see, okay, my team is definitely going hard in business services. If I wanted them to change the priority in manufacturing next month, I should see this part of the pie a little bit bigger. And so current period, which we selected 30 days, they build a database of 4,950 leads. The previous period is 5,646 leads. And here we can see where they have scraped more and where they have scraped less compared to the previous period. So this is the lead metrics, which give you a map on what's happening with each industry and how much of that industry they have called from the total of the database you have built. I can do the same with location metrics. And this is also interesting because I can see based on cities or zip codes what's happening in that specific location. So if I want to see in Clearwater what's happening, I can see that I have a database of 105 leads in Clearwater, but they only call 18. So from those 18, this is the outcome. I can see the same top industries, top loss industries, low response, high competitor, and all the same data based on location. And again, this is beautiful because I have an historic map of data that it belongs to you and that we store. So you know what's working, in what location, in what industry, and when it's happening. So as you start using Prospect in Motion and gathering more data, this gets way more interesting. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next tab, which is appointments metric.